In my recent poll, you said you would love to see me react to Dude Dad, and I couldn't resist the chance because personally, me and my husband love Dude Dad. We find everything on his channel so relatable to the stage of life we are in right now. We are going to be reacting to my wife during pregnancy, the first trimester today. I can't wait. I know there are going to be some laughs ahead. If you happen to be just stopping by and you're like, who is this lady? My name is Dr. Nicole. I'm a pelvic floor specialist. I'm actually pregnant and we're following my pregnancy journey on this channel. And I'm in my first trimester, so this really couldn't be any more of perfect timing.
Why do I feel like there's going to be a ton of babies born in December? Not us, I have a headache. I have a headache. I have a headache. Okay, let's do it.
That definitely was not my experience this time around. We were definitely planning on getting pregnant for this third pregnancy. In fact, we were timing ovulation. We were going for it hard. But with my son Zay, we definitely were totally surprised when I had a positive pregnancy test, which you might be like, what do you mean you were surprised? Like, didn't you notice my missed period? Well, I was coming back from having a very irregular cycle, and my cycle was kind of just returning after breastfeeding and postpartum and all that. And so I wasn't like counting it out or really paying that close of attention to it. And so I was probably about 6 weeks past my last period before I even took a pregnancy test, and it was positive and I was shocked. But that was definitely not my reaction this time.
3 kids, it's gonna be fine. You got this. It's just one more. You got this.
I'm feeling a real connection with Dude Dad here, knowing that they're having their third and we're having our third. I mean, I feel like that's a real connection.
All going to daycare. There's no way I'm waiting in this house at the same time.
That is so true. Being a mom is like this weird bipolar situation of 1 minute being like, I just can't hug and snuggle you enough. You are like the cutest human ever. To the next moment feeling like, oh my goodness, like you're driving me crazy. I can't even handle this. Like, how could I possibly be a stay-at-home mom with you? It's totally crazy how quickly your emotions can go up and down. And I know for me personally, I've noticed that my patience during this first trimester is just, it's so small. It really does make me sad how impatient I can be with the kids sometimes, but just I think that fluctuation of hormones and not feeling your greatest can really make you go from you're the best kid ever, we can do this, to like, oh my gosh, there's no way I can handle another one.
Nothing fits. I'm too small for maternity clothes, but I'm too big for regular clothes.
I can definitely relate to this already. I feel like at 8 weeks, it's too soon to get my maternity clothes out, but definitely there are things that are feeling a little bit uncomfortable. Even leggings that have that really like tight support at the top, the high-waisted, high compression leggings are just not feeling comfortable right now. And especially the more pregnancies you have. So with my first pregnancy, I felt like the 12-week mark, I was totally just getting ready to get into maternity clothes. And with each pregnancy, it gets a little bit earlier, and I'm definitely feeling like Dude Dad's wife right here and feeling like I'm going to be busting out those maternity pants way sooner than I want to.
Babe, you cannot let me eat after 6 p.m. anymore. No, I need you to pull your weight too, and that is watching mine. I'm sorry, what did you say? You do not get to tell me when I can and cannot eat, okay? Are you carrying a child? My body is making a baby. What is your body doing? Just sweating.
I've definitely been in that situation because logically I know I do not need any extra calories during the first trimester. And second and third trimester, I don't need that many more calories either. But yet, when I want cheesecake, like I really, really want cheesecake, and I don't want anyone to tell me any reasons why I shouldn't eat that cheesecake. And for sure relatable that I don't want anyone to tell me what to do. And I definitely make exceptions feeling like I deserve things because I'm growing another life. Definitely use that line.
I have to pee. I have to pee. I have to pee. Oh my God, I have to pee. I have to pee.
The peeing thing is not imaginary, not made up, and a lot of people know that once you get into the second, third trimester, baby's getting big, they're putting pressure on your bladder, you're not going to be able to go as long without having to pee. But a lot of people don't realize that your body starts producing more fluid, like there's more fluid in your body, which means there's more waste and urine in your body, and you do actually have to pee more, like right away, those first few weeks even. And this was one thing that I noticed, is that I often have to get up to pee more in the night when I'm pregnant, and that starts very early on, and that's actually a real biological thing. That is not something made up or you're like, can I really have to pee more? That baby is the size of a blueberry. No, legit, you probably do have to pee more. It's because of all the extra fluid pumping around in your body to support that tiny human in your belly.
Well, it's actually super healthy for pregnant women to fart. So you should just be happy that I'm healthy.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of farting is just kind of what happens when we're pregnant. There's extra gases moving around, more things pushing on those gases. If you're eating lots of fruits and vegetables, gas is probably a normal thing that you're going to experience. And hopefully, though, you have a strong enough pelvic floor that you can control when it comes out. It's when you go to bend over and pick something up and you accidentally fart, that's when it gets embarrassing. But, just farting in the comfort of your own home, I think that's totally fine and understandable. But if you're feeling like you can't control it, you never know when it's coming, you got to click that link in my description below. We got to talk because we got to do something about that. Oh my goodness, I can totally relate to this early pregnancy symptom of being so tired and just feeling like you want to nap anywhere and everywhere. I have basically stopped getting up really early because I feel like I'm so tired during the day, and yet I still want to take an afternoon nap. And it's like, how can I possibly be tired? I got such a good night's sleep, but it takes so much energy to grow a human. And for many women, this is one of the first signs that they're pregnant. I know with my second, when I said that I wasn't really expecting it, and I was like, could I be pregnant? And then I looked back and realized how many naps I was taking on the weekend. And I was like, yeah, that all makes sense right now. The fatigue and tiredness is so real during pregnancy.
Morning air. Oh, nope. Gotta lay back down. Oh, babe, we have to get new fabric softener. This scent makes me nauseous. We have to get rid of these shampoos. The scents make me nauseous. Oh. I don't care if it was $75 a bottle. Get your Crocs, get your keys, and take me to Target so we can pick out some new shampoo.
Heightened smell is another very, very common pregnancy symptom. And a lot of times the heightened smell, because your hormones just make you smell everything so clearly, and the nausea go hand in hand because you smell everything so clearly and it makes you queasy. And truly, I cannot complain about nausea during this pregnancy or any of my pregnancies really, but it usually is when I smell something that's like, oh, like even lately I'm like, what did I eat that's like coming out of my pores? Because I feel like I can smell it and it does not smell good. And I can't get rid of myself. So I'm kind of stuck with the smell. But the heightened smell can be just tragic when it comes to any type of queasiness or nausea that you're also experiencing, because they really just like play off each other and can really make you quite miserable.
I'm doing my exercises. I have to prepare my pelvic floor.
Yeah, girl. I love that the pelvic floor, I don't know how to say girl or dude anyways. I love that the pelvic floor got an honorable mention here, and she's totally right. You do need to be strengthening your pelvic floor during pregnancy. Some people think like, I don't want a tight pelvic floor because I'm going to have a baby. Well, that's true. You do need to be exercising your pelvic floor so that one, you're not peeing your pants during your whole pregnancy, and two, so that you actually know how to relax your pelvic floor, because that's actually going to make having your baby easier in the end.
Can we just tell people already? I'm sick of lying. Oh, no, thank you. No wine for me. I'm a raging alcoholic. Sorry, Father.
I have to say, we've never shared the news of being pregnant so early before. We were more traditional, waiting till like 8 weeks to tell family, and then like the second trimester to tell everyone else. And even though it's nerve-wracking in other ways, like you're worried, what if something happens and I have to tell all these people, it's been a big relief in a lot of other ways, because like she said, you don't have to fake why you're not drinking when you normally drink. You don't have to try to hide why you're feeling nauseous or why you look pregnant. You can just like tell people and not have to stress about, are they gonna know? It definitely eliminates some stress, and I can see why she just wants to tell people.
Babe, they're just getting so big from all the extra hormones. Not those kind of hormones. I have a headache.
I really can't relate to this one personally. I know this happens to a lot of women. Some people say this is the first thing they notice, is that their breasts get larger when they're pregnant, and it does have to do with hormones, exactly like she's saying. Usually, as she's also saying, it's not because of hormones that make you have higher libido. Typically, during the first trimester, your libido and your sex drive is a little bit lower during that first trimester, and during the second trimester is when you might see a spike if you're going to see an increase. I felt like everyone made this expectation of like, oh my gosh, your libido is going to be just like off the hook during your second trimester, and I didn't really experience that during my second trimester either pregnancy. We'll see what this one is like. That can happen, but usually the fluctuation of hormones is more on the lower libido side of things during your first trimester, and like she said, you're nauseous and you're feeling kind of like fat but not really pregnant, and there's just a lot of things going against you and your sex drive in that first trimester.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just doing my Kegel.
2 mentions of the pelvic floor. I love it. Although I'm not sure if she's holding her Kegel for 45 seconds or if she's just done that many in a row. I hope she's not holding it that long because you really only need to do about 10-second holds. You don't need to hold Kegels for any longer than 10 seconds. But I love that she's doing her pelvic floor exercises. Highly recommend. If you need help on what to do, you got to reach out because I can totally hook you up. As always, totally relatable, really funny. Dude does some great stuff on his channel. Huge shout out to him and all his work. Highly recommend checking out his channel if you haven't seen it already. If you want to see another one of my reaction videos, I'm going to throw that up on the screen right here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up before you leave. Thank you so much for watching today. I will see you all in the next video.